You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and the Beautiful soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got your Bold and the Beautiful daily spoilers for the week of May 8th through 12th, 2023. We are in the second full week of May sweeps, and there is so much happening on the CBS soap, and we don't want you to miss any of the action. Here's what you should expect every day next week as you watch the CBS soap opera. Plus, we've got news about 2 possible preemptions depending on what your time zone is. Before we dig into those daily spoilers, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and Beautiful updates for casting news, spoilers, and everything you need to know about your favorite soap opera. Starting on Monday, May 8th on Bold and the Beautiful, we are in episode 150 of season 36, and we are going to see Steffy Forrester demanding answers from Hope Logan. You may remember on Friday the 5th that Hope was overjoyed with the new pre-sale numbers for the new designs that Thomas has done, and she got giddy, and she talked about how much he gets her, how much he really sees her, all this effusive praise. Then she grabs his hands, and they're holding hands tightly. And that was when Steffy came in after Thomas left, and Steffy confronted Hope because she is enraged, and I'm imagining we're going to see some of the exact dialogue on Monday that we saw on the prior Friday, on Cliffhanger Friday, because you know how Bold likes to repeat stuff. So on Monday, we're going to see Steffy hammering her ex-stepsister, Hope. She is really aggravated at her because Thomas has done all this work to improve himself. He has really changed, it seems, finally for the better. And all of that is at risk because Hope is making goo-goo eyes at him. And Steffy is very worried that Hope's seemingly newfound attraction for her brother is going to ruin his life. So she asks her point blank, "Are you into my brother?" Now, what seems likely is that Hope is going to lie and make excuses. That's not part of the official spoiler, but that just seems likely to me that she is going to say, "Oh, we were just excited about this. We're just working together. Nothing to see here, nothing to worry about." Because the last thing that Hope wants is for Steffy to say something to Liam. Then on Bold and the Beautiful, Tuesday, May 9th, 2023, season 36, episode 151. We're going to see Hope leaving that uncomfortable conversation with Steffy and heading home to her husband, Liam Spencer. Hope is going to get romantic with Liam to try to avoid thinking about any feelings she might have for Thomas. But do you remember what happened the last time Thomas got her worked up and then she went home to Liam? They had that wild sofa nookie and she kind of went crazy. She was hallucinating that it was Thomas with her. And then Liam was like, "Wow, you were a real firecracker in the sack." And we all know it's because she was fantasizing about her coworker. So on Tuesday, we will see more of her getting frisky with Liam while trying to brush aside thoughts of Thomas, but we expect she might be doing some more daydreaming about him. The other official CBS soap spoiler for Tuesday is RJ Forrester wanting a favor from his brother Thomas, and it's about their dad, Rich. So it's not clear if he's going to ask Thomas maybe step back and let our dad decide what and who he wants in his life, or maybe RJ is going to ask Thomas to get Ridge to back off trying to get him to come to work for them. Remember, Ridge had asked RJ to try designing, and instead he did a caricature of their dad, which was pretty funny. Also on Tuesday, if you are on the West Coast, if you are in the Western time zone, it's likely that you are going to miss Bold and the Beautiful because there are preemptions for soccer coverage. What happens when that occurs in the Western time zone, the soap will air as normal in the other time zones, and they will either air the soap early in the morning hours or they will make it available for free on CBS.com. So just be mindful of that if you're in that time zone. Then it's Wednesday, May 10th on Bold and the Beautiful, episode 152 of season 36. And Liam is again talking to his brother Wyatt Spencer, who's giving him some advice about how to deal with his situation. Liam needs some clarity, and Wyatt is there to provide it. Generally, though, what Wyatt does, as we've seen, is he just spins Liam up. He just tells Liam, you got to keep an eye on Thomas. You can't trust Thomas. There's no telling what. He just plays on all of Liam's worst fears, and he doesn't generally calm him down. He usually ramps him up. So that's not going to go well, especially based on what is coming up Thursday and Friday, which we'll talk about in just a second. Also on Wednesday, official Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Hope again defending herself to Steffy. That's what the official spoiler says, and it also says it relates to Brooke's past. So we have to imagine that Hope is denying that she is like her bad girl mom, Brooke Logan. And remember, Brooke praised Hope for being a good girl and not being like her. It was almost like she was taunting Hope for never having walked on the wild side. And so there are just more things piling up where Hope continues to be tormented and tempted by Thomas. And she gets another chewing out from Steffy while she denies that there's anything going on. Also on Wednesday, if you're in that Western time zone, you can look for another soccer preemption on May 10th. So both Tuesday and Wednesday, the soap will probably not air for you if you're in the Western time zone due to not only the actual soccer game coverage, but then commentary on it. So look for it in the early hours of the morning. You may want to see when it's going to air or be prepared to watch it on CBS Paramount. Then it's Thursday, May 11th on Bold and the Beautiful, season 36, episode 153. Hope and Thomas have gone to San Francisco to meet some buyers for their Hope for the Future line. And Hope's feelings are spiraling out of control and are overwhelming her. She's away from her husband. She's with the guy she's crushing on. They are out of town. There's no kids around. There's no Steffy around to keep an eye on her. There's nobody around to keep an eye on Hope while she is lusting after Thomas. So this should be pretty interesting, and that comes on Thursday. Also on Thursday, Liam speaks about his anxiety about Hope and Thomas taking this business trip together. No doubt he suspects that Thomas will take this chance to do things to Hope. Little does he know that it's Hope thinking about doing things with Thomas. Then Friday, May 12th, official Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for season 36, episode 154 show that Hope and Thomas see that their flight is delayed. Now, it's not clear if they flew commercial on the way out. We do know from casting news for the week that the guy who plays the Forrester pilot is on. And the official B&B spoiler for Friday also says Steffy tries to help. So maybe they flew commercial and then Steffi's going to send the Forrester jet there for them. It's not exactly clear, but they are stuck out of town together. Liam is really worried about this fact. No doubt he will try and find a way to blame Thomas for whatever reason that the jet is delayed. And Thomas is trying hard to find a solution to get them back home because Hope is stressing and he knows Liam is going to be stressing. Meanwhile, Hope continues to struggle with her emotions while she is stuck out of town with Thomas, and her composure cracks. The big question is, are we going to see a kiss? Are we going to see some action? Obviously, May Sweeps is building up to something big with Thomas and Hope, and we'll just have to see what that is. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for next week. We hope you enjoyed these daily spoilers so you know what's happening every single day next week. Again, if you're in the Western time zone, Tuesday and Wednesday means you're going to have to figure out where to watch your show later. Check your DVR and see if it shows it recording at an alternate time. If not, you may want to check your cable listings to find out when it is on at an alternate time. You can also check on Paramount CBS Plus. So that's everything. It's a big week. Thomas and Hope, who knows what's going to happen while they're out of town.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.